Think we're live. Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girls, Callie, Montique, and Dr. Joy pre PhD. We are here to talk about Married to Medicine. This is part two, right? Reunion part two.
Yes.
Okay, reunion part two. I think it's one more part. Um, and they kind of, I guess, talked a little more deeper about the season. So, how would you all rate the episode? Let me get
I
into.
thought it was I thought it was a better episode than most. Um
What do you mean? The most what?
Reunions because I
Okay.
always feel like the people he need to be tough on, he don't be tough on because you makes you wonder if he favors that person or
Okay.
something.
Oh,
And I thought he was tough on the people who need to be tough on.
Tori gave it an 8.
So I would give it an 8 too. Yeah.
Really? Okay. What
It was
about you,
good.
Callie?
A six.
Yeah, I'm with
Y'all
you.
just so like what you give it?
I give it like a 6.
Y'all
5.
don't like, y'all just have to admit that y'all don't like it so because I think it's so good. It
It's one
really
of my
does
favorite
have a good,
shows.
it just don't hold y'all.
Yeah, it don't hold me.
You probably because y'all didn't watch every season of Married to Medicine, did you?
I kind of stopped when Mariah left. Does that make
Yes,
sense?
Okay.
I did.
Okay. That would explain it because you
Right.
either really because it's like when I was watching, I said
I watch it all the time.
there are people I've probably liked and disliked everybody on this show in one season or another, with the exception of Toya. I always liked
So
Toya,
you've always liked Toya?
even when she was going against Mariah the first season. And I
Mm-mm.
love me some Mariah. Mariah was my girl, but
It's
I,
hard
I
for me to have the that heavenly devil chick. She stops me.
yeah, she's a lot. Hmm.
She's
Yeah, she
irritating as
can
hell.
make it hard. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
get
it
it.
a.
Hmm.
Oh,
I get it.
I guess. Let me find my notes because y'all know I can't remember.
I get it because I feel the same way about her. I just believe that until they do some true harm, like for real, you kind of need somebody on there that's real messy.
That's
You
a
know
little
what I'm
cray
saying?
cray.
Because if you don't, what we really gonna talk about?
That's true. Because what would we have talked about if Heavenly
Yeah,
went
like,
crazy?
and not just that, like Simone got a real job. you know,
Yeah, they all
Jackie got
do.
a real job. Um,
Here we go.
the doctors, I mean, shoot, even Heavenly. As much as I can't stand her,
Yeah,
she actually has a real job and real, standing businesses. So you don't really have the time to sit around and conjure up no madness or come up with some plan.
well, I
That's
don't
what
think Heavenly works
God
that
is
many
for.
hours.
That's
Like,
what Anila is for.
yeah, she don't
That's
get.
what somebody has to do that. You notice the doctors don't act the fool, but Heavenly.
Yeah, and she got her own practice, but I think the other ones do also, right? But they
I
may
think
work in
all
other
of them have their
hospitals
own
though. They
practice.
may work in hospitals though, because sometimes you can have your own practice, but still
Well,
do.
both of the ladies that deliver have work in hospitals. They don't
Yeah,
have
that's what I'm
children.
saying.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
so you kind of probably have to act like.
Heavenly may not though.
Yeah, she. I don't think she probably has to. But yeah, that's I don't know. Anyway, let's see. So everything we say is allegedly our opinion, entertainment
Don't
purposes
take us
only.
seriously and don't be trying to sue us. We got $7 between us.
Right, between all three of us. Okay. We did y'all hear about is the lottery there? Is it everywhere? Is the lottery everywhere?
It's
80
everywhere.
billion.
Look,
Okay,
I don't
because
pay the
I don't
lottery.
know nothing
I
about the
don't.
lottery.
Did
Baby.
you say 80 million?
No,
It's
it's
like billion, right?
1.2 billion.
$1 billion, yeah.
1.2 billion. I'm sorry.
Now I just
So
bought a
until we win,
ticket. I just bought
Did
a
you buy a
ticket.
ticket, Callie?
Yeah, I bought
I
a couple
got we
tickets,
got
but
one.
it said 500 million. I didn't see the
Well, I don't
billion,
know.
or would have bought some more.
It's
Yeah, I think it's a
1.2
billion.
billion. And
Is
it
that the
did rain.
Powerball or which
Let
one?
me pull it up.
Or the
I
You
Mega?
know,
know
I
it's
don't
the
know.
billions because
Because I bought one of these,
somebody,
but I just
my
didn't hear that
sister
amount.
texted me if I, because she live in Alabama, they don't have lottery. She asked me did I
Oh,
buy a ticket, and I was like no. And then I
Mm-mm.
googled it. I said for 1.billion, I should
you know,
have.
we went in as as at work. We went in as a collective. So it's only
Right.
20, so 20 of us went in. We still gonna get 20 million apiece. That's how I know it's a lot because it's because okay.
How many of y'all listen?
It's only 20 of us that went in.
Y'all would still get to, well, with tax, is that before or
Yeah,
after tax?
I can't remember. They just told me, you know, know nothing about it. That's why I said it's lottery everywhere because I had no
It's,
idea.
yeah, it's not everywhere, but look, Callie, it's
1.2.
1.2
Yeah.
billion.
Hmm.
Mhm. You may have been
It's,
playing. They might be having the ticket that you bought. The max may be 500,000 because
And
they
then they
got
have
a
like
whole.
but no,
It's
multipliers.
look. It's
what
confusing
lottery is it?
because it's real
Is it for
confusing
Powerball or
because
Mega Millions?
girl, who you asking?
Now you
I don't know
know that
what none
much.
of that stuff is.
But it's something about a
Because I bought one for both of those and they weren't.
Oh, okay. It's real confusing
um,
because my I have family in in Alabama, and I would bring them like they would ask for scratch offs. So just to show you in my ignorance, one time I put it in the machine. And I thought I was getting scratch offs. Instead, I got a lottery ticket with a
Mm-hmm.
line full of tick because I don't know what I'm doing. It's
oh, I don't have
confusing.
no idea. But hopefully we win. Because then don't sue us still. But we just saying we only got $7 unless we win the lottery. That's what we say. If
Let's
people
stick
wondering
with
where
that.
they
Look,
going,
let's stick
Okay.
with it.
that's
Now
what we
send me
saying.
over some numbers.
Okay.
I'll go get us 3 tickets after the call.
Okay, we should do it. When did they pull? I don't think they pulled to like 11. Okay.
It's
What's this?
tonight. Yeah,
She
it's
said,
tonight.
"Did y'all double up?" Yeah, I think that's what we did.
8:30,
Double up or
9 o'clock.
something. It's some kind of multiplier or something. They was talking. I just said, "Here, my money."
Mhm.
Okay, but anyway,
Okay.
here's my money. So did y'all notice it was crazy because I kind of went back and saw when Anila and Cole went into. Why are they in the trailer sharing a trailer in the parking lot? Is this what they know? Like, are they not in New York like everybody else? Does he go to Atlanta for them?
I don't know.
Because everybody else gets a room and like
Oh.
a nice. I feel like he did Married to Medicine wrong. They all shared like a trailer outside. Did y'all notice that?
Hmm. No, I didn't notice.
I mean, I noticed that it was trailers. I just didn't
Are you talking about the
find
big bus?
anything wrong with it, I guess.
Yeah, they
Because it
had the
don't
big
matter.
buses.
Yeah.
But the other ladies get like a nice
The big. Oh
room
yeah,
and
those are nice though.
they get their own
We
space.
Some
really
They
of them
have
in
don't
the
know
bus
what
is probably
we
nice for big
normally
rooms.
don't know what we don't know if they are in a room or not. All we normally see is the
we see him
inside
walk
of
in
it.
the door and be like, "Hey, Kenya." He walked in a
What
room like a
Oh, like, but some when Kenya and them went not when Kenya, like Potomac literally filmed theirs in a hotel.
right. What did they film
So
theirs?
they could have filmed it in a hotel and didn't have I don't know. They could have used a studio. I mean, we're talking about Atlanta. So it's a
Also,
million
I thought
studios around, and that could have been
okay,
the
I thought they was in New
accommodation.
York. So he comes to Atlanta for them because everybody else goes to New York.
Sometimes, I think
Okay, maybe that's why.
sometimes,
Because it was like I feel like he did them wrong.
no, but I didn't see anything wrong with the trailers, I guess.
If they
It
gotta
doesn't.
share it, everybody, nobody else has to share. They was in rooms together, like they didn't have their own space. I don't know. I just feel
I
like he
mean,
mistreated them, but
that
I
may
don't
have
care
been
about.
where hair was or something. I don't really know. Don't give me the line. I don't know.
Well,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I don't even know if they were actually in Atlanta. And I want to
Yeah, well, I
say
don't
that
know
they
what they
weren't
are.
because they were in the airport the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Heavenly and what's her name? Jackie was saying, I ain't get beat up.
Didn't
I
get up.
heard somebody
Yeah.
got beat up. They were in the airport. I don't know. I really sincerely don't know. I'm just taking a guess at it. I don't I never really thought about that because I didn't. If you're accommodating, you're accommodating. But I do remember they were in the hall because Heavenly had on at least one of them. Because remember when Heavenly had drew that mustache
That was another. That was a
Mariah's
long. Yeah,
poster.
that was a while ago. Yeah, they had a room.
But
They
I'm
had their
just
own
saying
little.
it was a
Yeah,
hallway. It was
yeah.
inside corridor. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was a trailer in the parking lot. I don't. I just think he did them wrong. But that's just me. And Andy, you was shady if you had them sharing a trailer and they had their own space. Everybody else get
But
one.
if they,
I don't
I
agree.
guess, and I'm still thinking, what if they use a studio and the rooms weren't big enough for their glam? I don't see it as the only way I would see it as offensive is if it wasn't accommodating. But if you think about the rooms that they have for most people, they usually have one for a star, and the rest of the rooms are small rooms. They usually don't have, in my head, like
I
I've been
want
in
to see
countless
because
studios.
I guess what made me think of it and saw the difference was when he went to each person in Atlanta. They all rooms
Mhm.
looked the same size. He went in and talked to them one by one. They all had big old rooms. Their clothes was all over the place. They had places for their glam. Just seemed like he treated them better. I didn't pay attention to Beverly but I heard that in Atlanta. I don't know if he went to Beverly Hills, ladies. I can't recall. But
I
anyway,
don't
Andy
know
was
if he
shady.
did or not, but I mean, they rooms don't never look like nothing. I
Yeah.
mean, they'll have they usually just have the only decorations or anything you see on those walls are like their clothes
Yeah.
or their things that they've laid out or makeup. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're meant to not
I don't want think they had
be
to be fancy. I just feel like they had to share. From what I saw.
okay.
But
Okay,
anyway, I could have just been me. Y'all know
it's
I know the stuff.
possible. I don't know.
So what did y'all think about when Simone said that the George
What if they
Floyd
have the same makeup artist too? I was thinking about that too. I'm like, what if they could have had the same makeup artist or the
but Anila
same?
and Quad had the same makeup art? Well, I guess they could. I guess
I
Kim
mean,
Kardashian
they could. She had the same one Toya had.
she could have. I don't know. It just like they was in the same. I didn't like it because
I
I feel
don't
like
know. Go
they could
ahead.
fight and argue anyway. So she said George Floyd put an eye on how black people are treated at the doctor. Did George Floyd do that? Did what happened to him do that?
If
Um,
maybe it brought more attention, but it's
Callie,
how we're treated at the ERs at the huh?
you was breaking up, but you sound good now. Go ahead. Can you
Am I
hear me?
breaking out again?
A little bit. Is she breaking up for you, Joy?
yeah, she's
See,
in
a
and out.
new spot.
It's almost like you doing this.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you sound great. Stay right there. Go ahead.
Okay, well
I think she
go on.
you sound good. Go
What was
ahead,
the
talk.
question?
I was asking, did you think it was George Floyd that put
Um,
that
I
did
don't
that?
think
I
it was George Floyd that put a light on that, but I could see the association. There was a lot of talk about the knee on his chest and whether or not is that
did.
what killed him or the COVID that killed him or a whole bunch of different things. Um, I don't know if I think Serena Williams did a lot more,
Yeah, that's
but
what
I
I was
remember reading
thinking.
an article like 10, 15 years ago telling my girlfriend about this. And she called me, and I had just happened to mention it at work. And she called me, it was like a week or two later, something went on with her mom, and she was in the hospital. And she said, all she could hear is my voice
Yeah.
saying, make because it was literally about pain because they've been doing these articles because I
Mhm.
guess I can see the correlation between George Floyd now that I'm saying it out loud. The correlation is about pain. So when you go to the doctor
Mm-hmm.
and you're sick or you are not feeling well and they ask you, give me a scale of 1 through 10, how much is your pain? You
Mhm.
say 8 or 9, but they still treat you at 4. It's
Yeah.
certain things that are
Right.
clinical fact, and that's how they found that stuff out. Like they'll actually write 8 in their notes and then treat them for 4. Like, and
Right.
that's
Right.
just
Oh,
a
they think
small
that you're a
example.
crackhead too. They could think that you're trying
Yes,
to get drugs too. They kind of
yes,
profile you as a
yes.
person of color too.
But I'm like, they do that like really bad. Like, even if you have like, I don't know if any of you all had a C-section,
Mm-mm.
when they give you all
Yeah, I
this
did.
epidural, your body unthaws. So you're just think
Mm-hmm.
about it. Your they numb you from the waist down. Well, it could literally be like hours after you give birth. You wake up from your sleep and be like, oh, like the pain is so intense, you don't even know how to respond. But usually you have a nurse anesthetist there and they'll give you administer drugs to you.
Right.
And that's morphine.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving you heroin.
That's just, I
But
don't know. Yeah, because I
I
remember. Did
mean,
you remember when they did that Being Black in America? And what's her name?
yeah,
She was from Married to Medicine,
yeah,
LA. She was saying
yeah.
that she could tell that they were treating Black patients differently, but she looks white. So she was like, they would come up to
Hmm.
her and be like, "Can you believe this Black lady?" And she's like, "Well, I'm Black." So,
Yeah.
I guess they noticed it, but I didn't know. I mean,
Mm.
I don't know if George Floyd did it, but I did think it was great that they brought that up any kind of way they could.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, to look out for. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But anyway, Jackie to me, I
Oh,
don't know.
before I forget, did y'all notice that they showed Mariah? I was actually
I
I
could
surprised.
look.
see
I
from
put a note in
last
here. They
weekend when
showed
they
Hmm.
did their
Mariah.
lives around her.
Um,
Hmm.
but Jackie to me, she doesn't do anything but sit there. I don't know. What
Jackie
did she
was
do?
so jacked up when she said that Toya was the one telling her that she wasn't doing what she was wasn't supposed to do. When reality, she said your husband left you because he was lonely. But what's crazy is Jackie is stuck there. And it's actually sad that somebody as smart as she is emotionally, she's one of those women that gets in a place and gets stuck. And
Why do
she,
you say she's stuck?
because she
I don't
went
think
back
she's
to,
hurt.
they were saying, talking about support of her husband. And Toya
Hmm.
was, support when her
Yeah.
situation isn't that great. And then Jackie was like, well, when I was going through it, you told me I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, and that's why my husband left me. And then they did a flashback of what she actually said, but I was just sitting up there saying, Jackie don't even hear herself, because
Well,
if you
Toya
think,
said that she's lonely, so Jackie could have said, "You lonely now? Your husband gonna be cheating on you." But
no,
Jackie
no, no,
didn't
Yeah.
go
no,
there. I would have went there.
no, no,
Yeah, I
I
I'm
would
think
have
not.
went
it's
there.
Toya. What Toya said is what brought it up. I've never really thought of her as being
Yeah, Toya
stuck.
made her react that
Yeah,
way.
she just
I'm
responded to what
saying that
Toya
she,
said.
but you do kind of get the impression at times that she does not like Toya. Like you feel it. I know I'm not the only. I'm not just saying that because of that isolated situation. And the
Mm-hmm.
end of that was that Toya was actually right. Like her husband, like a season or two later, had to actually say, "You're getting too busy. You're doing this again." Like,
I
what else? I mean, she
understand that
like,
the
you
same thing
mad
could
at
be
somebody
said,
for really telling you the truth
but the
and
same thing
not
could be
in a
said about Toya. Then, like you, that with the rumor about your husband cheating on you seems valid to me because you say you're lonely, just like you said it
this
was
isn't a
valid that
rumor
my husband cheated
situation.
on me because
But you're trying to place an assumption with what Curtis actually said. This isn't me
Toya
making this
actually
up.
said that
This
too. She cried. She said,
No, you're
"I'm lonely."
talking about but you're associating it with a rumor. This isn't a rumor.
A
Curtis
rumor.
actually said to
But
Jackie,
I'm not
this
talking about
isn't
the
a
rumor,
rumor.
Joy. I'm talking about
She's
Brazil. She could have
saying
said, I could have believed that. If that's the case, if somebody's going to cheat, that makes the rumor even more valid because you say you're lonely.
that
I mean,
that
you can't.
you these aren't equals in
It
no
is to
way,
me.
in
It's
my
the same
opinion,
equal to me
because
because
you're
it might not
basing
be proof that Toya
hers,
cheated.
but you're saying that a rumor is valid based off of uh assumption because she's saying she's lonely. I'm saying that this nothing in the Jackie situation was an assumption.
Am I saying it right now, Kelly?
Everything was based off of her husband telling
You
her
got it.
how he felt. So you either didn't like what Toya said or you didn't like what your husband told you.
I
I
don't
can
think you
kind of
understand what I'm saying, but
understand
okay.
if, because that's the reality. She's literally saying your husband is lonely.
And so is
How is
Toya.
that's not even blaming?
We're not
It's
saying
certain
she was
things.
blaming her. We're just saying if you are my friend and I'm sitting here crying to you, telling you something, you're not gonna be on camera You may have said it off a camera, but on camera, she was blaming. To me, seemed like she was blaming Jackie for her husband cheating on her. She
I
did.
thought she was giving a little common courtesy for Curtis. That's how I saw it. I didn't
Was
see it
this
as
before or
blame.
after Curtis
I don't think
snatched her
she
down on his
claimed, she
lap?
wasn't judging her. Had she said what she said, I would agree. Had she said, because you're doing X, Y, and Z, this is why he's doing that. That's not what she said.
Yeah,
She
they
said
can't. They most definitely ain't friends. Yeah.
she said, oh, they most certainly are. She said your husband is
She not
lonely.
getting what I'm saying. It's all right. I don't understand. I'm thought I said it plain. I just feel like Toya throws her. She throws out stuff a lot,
But
and
that you keep saying, y'all keep saying that it's not that I don't get it. You all are making this based off of assumption. That's all that I'm saying. And what the Toya situation is an assumption. You have to assume that there is some kind of validity around the rumor to then, or you have to at least believe in order to assume that that's why she cheated. Nothing that with the Jackie situation was an assumption. We don't have to guess why
it was
Curtis
an assumption
cheated.
until Curtis
Curtis
said it.
literally
He said
told
it
her.
2 years later. She didn't know. She was
Right.
assuming. It's the same
True.
thing. She was
This is
assuming.
she did no.
Curtis didn't
What
say
are you
it right then and there. She assumed that's why.
he actually did
No, he did
before
not. That
Not
the,
happened.
maybe it was two different scenes.
Yeah,
wait a
maybe.
minute. The season before Curtis cheating, they literally filmed the scene and him telling her you taking on too many projects. That's fact.
Okay.
Now I for real.
But that
I can
don't
over
mean
exaggerate.
anything.
And then the next season, when they were on their hiatus, he was cheating. And then the next season was about them trying to reconcile. And then a season or two later, he said again, Jackie, you taking on too many
Okay,
projects.
I think I'm totally missing your point. We've been
I
going
am
on for so long.
okay. We
So,
can move
okay.
on.
Yeah.
Cause I don't. I feel like it's the same. Toya
No, he
cannot.
didn't. Before there was a whole season before that he didn't say he was lonely then. Now that is true. But he did say, you taking on too many projects. I never get to see you. I mean, that is what he said. It was essentially what he said. But I know he said you taking on too many projects.
But Toya basically does not know what's going on in their house. She assumed that he cheated because of Jackie working too much and him being lonely. There could have been other factors that she didn't even know about why he cheated, but she blaming Jackie on his cheating because he was lonely. He shouldn't have cheated even if he was lonely, first of all. But the
Okay,
fact that
right.
she said that to me and then now crying saying I'm lonely too, I don't feel like she covers Eugene like you think a person's supposed to
She
cover.
definitely don't cover you. I didn't
She
say
don't
that she
cover that
did.
man at
But I
all.
said in that particular situation, this may be a half glass full, a half glass empty situation. Because if I heard that, I wouldn't have think she was placing blame on Jackie. She was trying to give cover like, girl, he's just been lonely.
That's
He's
not a
lonely.
cover. You think
It's
that's
giving
a
him an excuse. It's not a
cover?
cover, it's giving him an excuse. And it ain't, you can't give an excuse. Now, I will admit that the assumption is then now you should feel something because if he's lonely and I'm not there, I'm a contributor to him being lonely.
Yeah, lonely. Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But the Jackie situation to me was more concrete because of the season prior when he actually said that to her. Because y'all have to remember, if the cheating rumor was on hiatus, it wasn't in the thick of it. It was when he had literally like just, or it could have been like the episode 1 or 2 in. But
When
the
they were
season
when he
before,
was
he
seen
had a
on the
conversation with her in their kitchen.
you talking about when he was caught and they saw him
Before
on
the year before he was caught,
okay,
the
before he
season
was caught.
before he was
Okay.
caught, he actually had a conversation with her about her taking on too many projects.
So that means he's
And
lonely.
the next season, or in the middle of I can't remember if they were in hiatus or it happened when the season began, because that was Jackie's whole storyline.
Right. Callie said, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, okay. So
Y'all done
Jackie
took
is
me down a
Audra's
rabbit
daughter.
hole.
They talked about Roe versus Wade. They talked about some deep stuff, so I guess this is why Joy gave it so much. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but Quad said she was the youngest and prettiest bee there. Why does she keep saying that? Why they keep letting?
Because it took her a while to convince herself that she's cute. And so now that she's convinced herself that she's cute and she's comfortable reminding everybody else that she's the prettiest bee in the room. That's what I
I
honestly
don't
think
know.
when people do that kind of stuff. Now, first of all, she is pretty. She's a beautiful lady to me. But just as much as she says it, it really makes me think she went through a period in her life where she thought she was a clown.
Something ain't right. I just don't think, even if I felt that way, if
Hmm.
I'm in my group of friends, I ain't gonna never say I'm the prettiest, youngest bee in the room. Why would you say that?
Well, now, one of my girlfriends said that to us once.
Re-
Hmm. It was
I
so
don't.
funny. We was talking about that this weekend. She did. Some people just feel like they. I don't. I can't even explain. I'm not even gonna try.
I can't try. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Why?
Yeah,
I
it's
know Tori
crazy.
likes her. So Tori, why do you think she does this? I don't get it.
I believe, I will say this, I believe that Kawhi believes that.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's
Like,
my point. She
it's
believes
just
it.
like, it kind of
Took her a while to
reminds
get there.
me of the reunion quite a few years ago, when Kawhi had been saying so much, I'm the star of this show.
Uh
I'm the
huh.
star of this show.
I'm a
And
star.
I mean, she believed, like, her head's like, somebody need to get a pen, just take a little bit of air out of that head of hers.
I
Because that girl, whoo,
I
you know,
like her, but yeah, she's tripping. She's
you be
tripping.
like, I wish I had the self-esteem that she has.
Do you think
Because
she's
Hmm.
overcompensating? Is that what you were trying to say, Callie? Was like
Yes,
she
Mhm,
okay.
yes,
mhm.
Like that's her
especially when
daily
it.
affirmation. You look
Yes,
at
she has to tell her. It took her a while to feel comfortable enough to admit to herself that she's the bomb, and now that she believes it, she ain't gonna never stop saying it.
You is smart.
you
You
is
is
smart.
kind.
Beautiful. Hmm.
You
Lord,
is
that's why I said
beautiful.
that's her daily affirmation.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a good way to
so
put
I
it,
guess
actually.
was Audra what do they hold? Do they hold anything?
Who?
The
Mm-mm,
doctors, do they hold okay. Was she a full-time cast member or
mm-mm.
friend? Okay, because
She
when
was a
Andy was
friend.
like, she's not here, I thought because they hadn't been inviting the friends
Well, she's
on
been at the hospital having her baby.
yeah, he was like she was at the hospital having her baby. But I guess that meant she
How did she get
invited.
on the show
I
anyway?
think she
What the
was a
hell?
full time,
Well, if they
because
get
they
paid
don't.
per episode,
Thank
she
you,
only got two
Tori. Thank you,
checks.
Tori. What you say?
If they get paid per episode, she only got a couple checks.
Yeah, because I don't know. But he acted like he was going to invite her, but she was having her baby, and Jackie's her doctor.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
so if
I
she's her
thought it was
doctor, why wasn't she
pretty.
at the hospital?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You thought it was pretty.
I thought. Hold on, Dory. I thought it was weird when Jackie said that Toya wouldn't. You just wouldn't listen to nobody. You wouldn't listen. Do y'all believe that?
What do you mean? What did she say that for? I can't remember.
What was
She
she
said, so
referencing to?
basically she said the reason that you're that she didn't say these words, but this is what I got from
Okay.
it.
Mm.
Basically she was saying the reason that you're at home feeling so lonely and you're feeling sad is because you don't listen. You put my advice on the back burner. You don't listen to me. Y'all don't remember that part?
Let
That
me
is
go
the
look. It's probably
only
in my note. Now you know I don't
yeah, that
remember till I read it in my notes. So let me look.
that's the only time, because Jackie's probably my favorite on the show. But that was the only time I've ever looked at her and thought, God, that was really mean. And even when she called out Buffy Stein, what's her name?
Yeah, yeah.
That was bad, but it is what it is. But this, when she made that comment on here, you just don't listen. I mean, and you put my advice on the back burner. I'm like, Jackie, as if it's not like she's looking at Jackie seeing a role model with her
And does
husband,
Heavenly
considering he
listen?
cheated.
Why do you?
Heaven, I can't. She stresses me out.
I don't know
No,
why
she doesn't
Jackie said
listen.
that. Jackie, I think she feels like if I think this is what she was trying to say, Callie, and I'm not trying to take up for Jackie because I don't care about her
Mm,
that much either. But maybe
mhm.
she was trying to say when you was in your moment of need, I felt like I couldn't talk to you because no matter what I would have said, you wouldn't have listened to me anyway. You would have just kind of let it go in one ear and out the other, and it wouldn't have
Okay.
Oh,
mattered.
I see the trailers, girl. Do you know those are like $200,000?
Mhm.
Yeah, my
I think
stepfather
they were
was like,
nice.
Yeah, they
yeah,
I
were.
was just
I
like,
was.
why they got
I,
scared?
it's
Yeah.
playing on my TV, and Anila and
Oh, you can
Quad,
yeah.
Quad, Anila went inside, and I said, "Oh, that's what she talking about." Girl, them ain't
Yeah.
them little houses on wheels.
Yeah.
But Monty, yeah, I get what you're saying. I think we're kind of saying the same thing about Jackie. It just came off.
No.
It came off a little cold to me. But
She
She's
okay,
cold.
cold to she
She's
is
cold.
cold. The only
I,
person she's not cold to, in my opinion, is Heavenly. For some reason, she lets Heavenly get away with a murder, and
she
I don't
wants to
understand why.
be, she's in a really good position to me. She wants to be the one in charge, even over marital advice, in my opinion. That's what I heard her say when she said, "You just don't listen."
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be the one in charge, and I thought it was interesting that she wants to be the one in charge when it comes to relationships because Curtis is the one that got busted. But I love seeing them get back together and her trying all this crazy bedroom candy and
Yeah.
whatever to spice it up. So,
So Marsha says Heavenly always says Jackie feels the same way as she does, but Jackie won't say it on camera.
oh,
So she's
I
like the
think finally
mouthpiece.
will.
She's like the Wanda for Tish.
Mm.
Oh,
What y'all think?
Let
Because
me ask y'all a
the
question.
Wanda child.
Wanda says stuff for Tish
Yeah, yeah.
that she won't say. So
I'm just glad she
Heavenly
ain't
is
that
that.
bad.
Oh, you don't think Heavenly that bad?
No, I'm sorry. I meant Jackie.
Oh no, I'm talking about no.
Heavenly is worse.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Heavenly
I'm
is
with you.
Wanda, not Jackie.
Yeah.
Heavenly is Wanda.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
They could actually be the same person.
Do y'all remember when Anila and Quad was in the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
going backwards and
Uh huh.
forwards, saying,
Yes.
"Who do y'all believe there, Quad or Anila?"
Anila, I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure because I think I was a little stuck on what Quad said because Anila said, "Well, you said the same thing or something like that," and Quad said, "Yeah, but I did it because I was just trying to hurt her, not because it was true or something." So
Did
I
she
was
That's
a
say
little
it.
that?
Kind of when I left
yes,
in the midst of that they did say that in the midst of that
yeah,
conversation, I remember thinking, "This reminds me of Phaedra
Oh, I didn't
and
remember her
Quinn."
saying that.
Like
yes,
this is it. It's
yes,
almost like they made this crap up. I know I'm not missing it. And all I keep no tripping off of is how calm Toya was. In life,
yeah,
Say it again.
people accuse you of something, and
mm-hmm,
there is, unless it's like a pattern of behavior, and you're trying to defend a pattern of behavior. When you ain't did nothing, you
Oh
mm-hmm,
yeah,
really
you
are not
calm.
phased by it.
Yeah, you don't. It don't
Like
matter.
Toya didn't barely responded.
Mm-hmm.
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
She was
Like,
pretty
No,
pleasant.
just
she said
think
Kawhi
about
never
this.
said she lied. She made up the rumor up or anything.
Yes, she did
I did.
too. What
You
her
you
exact
literally
words?
said when they were talking about who was supposed to tell the story. Quad said, That's the thing that I remember is that she said, "Well, I just did it to hurt her."
Yes, that those are her
So
Why
exact
would she
words
do that
almost.
to hurt her?
so why would you right? It was
Because
so.
she feels
I'm
like
watching it right now. I'm
Toya hurt
actually.
her.
How did
It's
Toya
literally.
hurt Claude?
Well, and I never knew that, but Toya said, I mean, but Quad said to Toya, "You put my information out there," and Toya said, "I didn't," and she
She
said,
never
"You did
did.
too." So I don't know specifically what Quad was talking about, but yeah, she said it.
I
She was
don't think
trying to hurt her.
Toya didn't do that though, and I don't think.
Look. I wish I could turn around my TV. It's on my screen.
Right.
That
Because
part
I
is
wanted to listen. This exact phrase was because I oh dang
So she said because I wanted to hurt her.
because I
yes.
wanted to hurt her.
And then before they got
What?
back to
What?
the
Wait a minute.
back, what?
Oh, she said, Callie, get a dictionary. Learn what perpetuate.
And look, I don't think
I'm
Anila is
confused.
that good an actress.
Latoya,
It's
I don't.
she
Who
really
said
looked
anything about
so pouty at
perpetuating?
some point. She was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I believe
It's kind of
Anila. I'm
huh,
sorry. I
huh.
don't even like
Right.
Anila.
Latoya,
I
what are you
She
talking about?
was.
Somebody please exit her. What the hell?
So okay, it doesn't mean making up a lie, unlike Simone who said fabricated. I'm so confused. I don't think I paid attention because I don't
What?
know.
Latoya,
Coach
she
Joy, exactly
said
what
that. Do
did
you
she
want her
say?
to have your dictionary? I'm repeating what she said. Latoya, Denise, whichever you are today.
I don't know. Y'all need to help me out.
Yeah, I just thought that part was weird. I thought it was
I
weird, but
believed
she
Anila the whole
clearly
time
said
because
it.
Anila was like, just tell the truth. And she said, I am telling, you know how she getting her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, Anila, because I feel like
So
this. Anila is not going to do anything because she's scared of them. I don't care what nobody say. So Anila's going to
Exactly.
be very
She ain't gonna
honest.
get exactly.
He's going to be very honest in what was saying, what was
mhm.
said.
And I was surprised they didn't go back to the clip where Neela straight told that one girl, "Hey, I want you gonna have to say it. I
Yeah.
need you to say it." Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I knew, and I think you all picked that up, is that they sliced that up real bad because
And Quad was
it was a
really,
lot
yeah.
that happened.
And Quad actually was like making Anila, in my opinion, and I don't think they held her to the carpet on this, believe that Toya robbed her. And Quad, in my opinion, made Anila believe that all the women believe that too.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I mean, she was sitting in somebody's kitchen. I don't remember if it was her kitchen or Anila's kitchen, and saying all this. Like they was sitting there, they was questioning you. They did, and Anila didn't have any of this in her mind until Quad said it to her.
Yeah. Quad
I
is she's
mean,
an I've been saying
Yeah.
it
yeah,
since that Lisa Nicole episode. It's certain people in this world,
You
you
mean the one
know.
where they were fighting?
the one where she had this band-aid that was this big on her face.
Yes,
She's like, I
that
can't take
something
it
was
off.
wrong with her.
And
I
Greg
wasn't
was
even
like,
talking
take it
about
off.
that
It
one.
ain't
It
that
was
bad.
setting up her husband. And I'm gonna tell you, Lisa Nicole is a class act because it's little things that had happened that Quad people would report. She said all of that. I can't remember what it was. It was like years later that came
Mhm.
out about Quad. And she was like, that was in the police report.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
was like,
like her background check. Because remember, that was the
that
argument
was the problem.
about them her getting the. And what's crazy is none of them wanted Quad around initially.
Mhm.
None of them.
That's
That's
true.
really sad. And then I feel like this: you can run a background check on me because I don't care. I ain't got nothing to hide. So I don't
Right.
understand why she was so mad. Something was in
Yeah.
her background she didn't want out. You know what I'm
You
But
said
saying?
Lisa didn't want something out? Lisa?
Don't think Lisa do it on Quad, or did Quad do it on Lisa?
Quad definitely did on Lisa. Remember, because Quad hired that guy that was dressed like he going to the Stadium Hall Blues concert back in 1978. Remember him? He has a
She
hairless
tried to
guy.
get him to say he slept with her husband, right? Damon.
No, no,
Was that?
no. I mean, the security, the FBI she hired, or whoever the man is,
Oh, I
she
don't
hired
remember
an
that.
investigator to go back and pull up
oh,
everything.
she
She
sure
sure did.
did.
Who
Mhm.
She
did? Quad?
sure
Quad.
did.
She
So,
No,
hired
she
that
but I
did.
man.
think Lisa's came first. You're right. But I think
Hmm.
Lisa's came. That was fun. That was when it was so theatrical.
Yeah, it
I
was.
might
Oh
need to
my
go back and
God.
rewatch that season. It was
I
so
have to
funny.
watch that again. All I
Me
remember is the big
too.
bandage, and she was like,
Right.
all my life I had to
See,
fight.
see. Quad cracks me up because I'm just thinking back to her fights that she's had. She's always saying, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She
Yes,
is so funny to me. I like Quad, but
I
she
do too, but
she
I
definitely played Anila this season.
thank
She
you.
did. And what's
She played
crazy
that
is
girl.
at the end, she was like, but I just, whatever happened today, me and you are good, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
We're good, right? And all you keep saying is, girl.
that's how I think, and that's how I know Anila's not lying. Because if I had just sit here and
Yeah,
lied on you, I don't think we good. We're not gonna be good this fast. You know what I'm saying? I
right.
think
Oh,
that quad.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so she'll
yeah.
see that. She'll, if Anila comes back next season, she will see that Quad didn't exactly agree to be good, and she's not going to be. Quad is going to probably go at
Well,
her some
no,
more.
she gonna keep her around because obviously she can manipulate her.
But will Bravo keep Quad around?
I don't know.
I hope so.
They shouldn't.
I
Another
hope
And
thing
she
so.
Quad said, hold
already
on.
saying that Andy treated her unfairly.
Uh-huh. What else?
She did.
That's
So
she
didn't
tweeted that.
Quad say this? that Simone told her, and Simone never said if she did or not, or I missed it, that
Mhm.
Toya did cheat, but it was with a different man. Like, even she just kept on
Mm-hmm.
saying this kind of stuff. I don't know what Quad's
And
MO
it's
was.
crazy. And this is how, when you don't give something life, Toya really is a good example. Like, it ain't a
Yeah, she
person in the
did.
world that believes Quad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that little snippet of her when she was sitting up there saying, you want to have a Eugene. I don't want, girl. I'm like, Eugene is like top notch.
I would have a
Like,
Eugene.
I would, who don't want a
I
Eugene?
would
He
take a
like,
Eugene. I
he is the
mean,
epitome of what you want your black son to be.
yes, but I mean,
Like, he's the
maybe
grown
because
version.
she don't want to have to use a shower head to get fulfillment
I
in
mean,
her
I
life.
get that. I'm
But
talking about,
I, I just think that's. I mean, Toya shouldn't have never said that either.
he shouldn't have. I
I
wish she would
just,
cover him better. He's such a
Yeah.
good guy.
he's such a good man.
I mean, she's definitely put him on the block over the years of this show. She's
She
definitely
thinks
called
he's,
him out in a couple of ways that ain't been right.
but I think that she's like Marceau. Sometimes Toya be thinking she being clever, and she just completely miss it. And don't let her start sipping on that Patron. It
Yeah,
Patron clear? Isn't it like
Yeah,
vodka?
control is clear.
Right.
Yeah,
That's that clear water looking
yeah,
stuff.
that gets her.
So
So whose breasts are bigger than? It's Eugene done lost weight, I think, right? Has
yeah,
he
he
not?
had.
Yeah, Eugene ain't
He
big no
had.
more. But even so, one of us, I would have to lose my belly because two bellies ain't working together. So, but I would lose it for Eugene.
okay.
What
Eugene,
you
I would
say?
lose
What
my
of
belly for
us?
you. For you, I would. Okay. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
It is. Yeah. So y'all know I'm telling the truth. What else do I have? So who was that who said too? So Quad was like, I did this to you because you did this to me, which I don't know what Toya did to her. And then Andy was like, so you think two wrongs make a right? I feel like Andy did a really good job.
Yeah, I thought he.
Mhm.
That's why I said. That's why I
Yeah.
gave it an 8, because I thought most of the times it seemed like he be missing it, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I need you to hold some people to the fire that need to be held to the fire. But I think he got that whole thing about marriages. I go back to Mariah saying about somebody else. Somebody was going after somebody's marriage, and Mariah was just like, I just can't. But this wasn't what I envisioned.
And
She
yeah,
was
another
like,
thing he
yeah,
did to Quad
she,
when he was like, so you think that you talking about this rumor is worse than them saying you slept with a married man? Or that Toya robbed, no, he said, you think that it's worse saying Toya had this woman's house robbed. You
right.
think that's bad. Don't think that's bad, but you think it's bad that they said that you slept with a married man. Like Quad only sees when people do stuff to her, but she thinks it's okay when she does stuff to other people.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I like Quad, but I mean, I noticed it a lot this season. I hadn't really noticed, paid her any
Yeah.
attention.
She's been like that to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
She's actually, if you go back and rewatch something, she's terrible.
I didn't realize
Like,
how bad she
and
was for
she
this
was like
season.
that from season second, because she was the breakout star. She
Mm-hmm.
was. People like her vernacular and her girlfriend sassiness, and
Mm-hmm.
pretty girl. And I get it. She was funny, and everybody was looking for the new Nene. So
And you
I
think they thought
get,
it was Quad?
yeah, and I get it. I get
Ain't no way in
why
the
the
world she could be a
fans
new
flocked
Nene.
to her. But her head was big instantly. It Go back and watch season 2. Now, Mariah's silly too. That's when we heard, I will not get out my
My
chariot.
chariot and throw tomatoes with you, sweetheart. Girl, I
Right.
use that in everyday life. You see how easy it came off my tongue? I
Right.
say that all the time. That is
So I
the
mean,
best
Mariah was
line ever.
theatrical too, but them
Yeah.
two together were fun to watch. There wasn't fun to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would. I think they would have been the best dynamic duo. They could have
They
been the
would have
Robin
been
and
the
Giselle.
best dynamic
Oh
duo
my
on
God.
television. They would have been so good, they would have gotten their own spinoff.
They would have got a
That's
show.
how good they could have been together, because they were funny. And what I saw was genuine. On Mariah's end, in retrospect, the way she dogged
It wasn't
them,
no Quad.
you know,
Hold on, let's see what
You
she's
don't
saying about
remember when
this.
Mariah's husband was like, "You slept on my couch."
Couch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Like
hurt.
you felt that. Like
Mhm.
we took care of you like family.
So,
I mean,
yeah, I remember that. It broke my heart.
Toya started with Anila by talking about her to the whole neighborhood. So when Anila got back with it, U-Haul, it's a problem.
you talking about that she didn't pay that doggone famous, I mean, that makeup bill. I mean, you really think that equates to saying that the girl's sleeping with somebody?
Who didn't pay the makeup bill? Nella didn't, right? It was
Right.
somebody.
I'm
Okay.
like,
Oh,
because
I
that's
was
the
like, what
only
did Toya
thing.
say to the neighbor? I don't think I watched that season.
They were saying that
I did.
Toya
Okay, I
was saying
remember
she
that.
don't pay her bills. Literally,
The
the
problem, but it's
bill
okay for
was
Toya.
her makeup artist that she didn't pay. Let's be clear.
Yes. Yeah.
She didn't pay it.
Anila didn't
I
pay it.
don't think she gets a break.
No.
I don't think Toya's
And
getting a break,
they didn't,
Latoya.
she didn't believe Toya. And everybody else was like, no, you got to pay them people right there. And then the $200 was missing. And she blamed it on, I think, the makeup people. Like
Mm.
Oh, I
Anila
do
is,
remember that. I remember the
yeah,
$200.
Who did that?
Anila.
Anila.
I remember that
Oh,
now.
I don't remember
They
that.
was on a vacation at that
Oh,
time,
no.
Yeah,
right?
they were in Washington,
Okay,
D.C.
I
They were there
kind of
Oh
for that
my
march.
goodness. That is so tacky. Okay.
Yeah.
what else I got? I don't really have a lot of notes, but I did.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's talk about Contessa and Heavenly. What do y'all think about
Oh
their
my God. I
exchange?
loved it when Quintessa said, "You are not my friend." And I think she meant it because she thought Heavenly was really a friend
Mm-hmm.
until she saw her opening that mouth on the U in the tube.
Yes.
And it hurt her very bad. And to me, Quintessa is G.I. Jane. I'm not even gonna walk down the street and look at her bad because I don't want her coming at me. But so when she opens up to somebody, I'm assuming she
Mhm.
goes in for a friend. A friend
Yeah.
is important to her. But then, we saw what she did with that friendship as far as what Heavenly did to the friendship. And I think she was pissed. So I was really glad to hear her say, "You are not my friend."
And I really felt like Heavenly wants somebody to get loud
Joy, you
and
are
kind
so stuck.
I
Okay.
of.
was
She's not anymore.
listening. I
Okay,
was
I thought she
listening.
was stuck too. She'd
Your
be so
eyes
still.
hadn't moved. They was like stuck up on the
They'd be so
ceiling.
still. But I
Yes,
think
but okay.
another thing was Contessa really knows how to sit there and let Heavenly act a fool, but keep her calm. So it makes Heavenly even look more foolish, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
and if you go on vacation with somebody, your husbands are friends, you've been doing stuff together for 5 years, you expect that person to not do that on a YouTube channel.
Thank
I just
you.
would. I
Yeah.
wouldn't expect
In the real
that.
world, you told your friend, your husband, treat you X, Y, and Z
I
to
think
the
that's her
opinion that
reason.
you now saying he's mentally abusive. And your friend take that to the internet. And
That's
I
fine.
mean, that's a real situation. I mean, that take away, because if it was just your friend and we Montanique and Joy, and call
Right.
you and tell you these things, you've come to the conclusion that my husband is mentally abusing me based off the things that I've told you, and then you go put it on a Facebook post.
That ain't cool.
And her husband's a
That would
doctor.
be the end of our friendship.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, this hurts me. Why would you do that? Even if it was
Mm-hmm.
true,
Keep
why would you do
going.
that? And your response is, it's just a show. You already told the whole world
Yeah, and that's
that your
what
husband
turned
wasn't
me
good for
off.
you, that y'all relationship ain't good. So
Yeah.
what? I may have taken, but I mean, you already did that. You
I
don't want
don't,
me to talk about your
I
husband?
don't like
Don't
it.
put it on.
That is so
Don't
irritating to me.
don't put talk amongst our friends.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
like that. That
I
bothers me.
cannot take Heavenly, and that's why she just really want to talk and make it sound like it's okay because it was already out there. And then she was trying to act very soft and apologetic this reunion. We all know it's a lie. I can't.
Oh
She
yeah.
really, for me, she really hurts my watching this show. She gets on my nerves, and I
Mhm.
hate that because this is one of my favorites.
And
And
Andy
she's
said
too
to her,
much.
every year we get the same thing. We get Heavenly apologizing, and then the
Yeah,
next
so
season
happy.
comes and there is no growth. That was it. I was like,
Thank you.
it is on it.
It's true
Look,
though.
every
She
time
thinks
I
everything
hear
is
this, I
funny.
know she finna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I know she finna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's coming before that and after that is a lie.
Yeah, and I said I'm sorry. Trying to be all soft and apologetic. We
Mhm.
already got you figured out.
That's
Got
how
you.
she talked to Daddy,
Go
though.
clean a tooth or
Uh-huh.
something.
I do feel like Contessa has taken accountability that they had problems in their marriage. But when
Yeah,
she said, "We've had problems, but this is my family. This is my
right.
kin."
She
That
said, I
right
like that
there.
she said, that's my next of
That's
kin.
my
And
kin.
I
That
know it's
right there.
reality TV, and and maybe Heavenly thinks she's okay to say it because they're just trying to make a good show. But you gotta
Mhm.
watch out what you say. Come on now.
I
I
agree.
hear that from somebody they
She
call a
actually
friend.
hasn't said much about him. She's really crafty with her words. If you listen to the things that Contessa, she'll take you to the edge and then
Uh-huh.
draw it back.
Because she even
Um,
said that.
she'll insinuate that her
Uh-huh.
husband
She
is
said, I didn't
cheating.
say
And
that.
she'll say, if you're cheating, I don't know.
I don't know what he's
Mm-hmm.
I
doing.
don't know what he'll do.
Yes, I
Yeah,
don't know what
he
he'll do.
does that a lot. So
Yes.
she actually didn't say anything about him.
Mhm. That's
We
what she
saw a
said.
little fussing here and there, but
Yeah.
she really didn't. She was really crafty because when I remember watching that live that she did where she says it was actually a fan that said something about mentally abusive or something about her. Oh, there it is. They showed it again. Then she said, is he? Do I think he's abusing her emotionally, mentally?
Mentally.
Like it was, so she had to have said something that put her in that
Mm-hmm.
facility of words.
But
Yep.
Do you
Heaven, I
understand what
still
I'm
think she
saying?
shouldn't have said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it.
I can understand. Heavenly may have believed that, but then her husband also is. Could that have messed with his profession? Him being a
Yes.
doctor
Yes.
Yeah.
What
and
if somebody
her
believes
saying
that
this
and
stuff.
don't give him business?
Because
Mm-hmm.
I
they
mean,
sit there
that's a
worried about
damaging
Giselle
thing to
saying
do.
that Candy's husband made her uncomfortable in his profession as a chef, but
Right.
they not worried about
But
her
I
saying that's
agree.
a man
I
husband.
agree that when you say things like that, it could affect them outside of the show.
Yeah,
That's why I don't understand why Candace don't want to put it to bud. I just don't. I just don't like. Y'all wouldn't. Wouldn't ever want nobody to Google my husband's name and abuse against women and
How the heck did we
uh
get over
sexual
to
assault.
Candace? Poor
We
and
gonna
Candace.
it's
move
based
on.
off of a TV show I'm on.
And I
Do you
think that's
understand
what
what I'm
Contessa's
saying?
doing too. She's trying to nip it in the bud. She's like,
Who?
no, I want to move on. I want you to stop saying this. We're in a better place. Me and him are going to therapy. We're doing better. Stop putting it out there.
Yeah.
But
I mean, because
But she
Pointessa was
wasn't
overboard
anymore. She
sometimes.
wasn't talking about it.
Yeah,
It was
she doesn't do it
only that
anymore.
season.
Yeah,
yeah,
This
but she
was
was for
when
a while.
she was talking about this. This was way after that.
yeah, him.
I think it was around the time she was trying to become the Surgeon General, which we still don't know what happened with that. Mm-hmm.
Child.
Did
That's
she have
one
an
thing about
interview and didn't get
Contessa.
it, or what?
She gonna
Huh?
find a profession, right, Tally? She gonna find something to do.
Okay.
I like it. I still go back to when Scott said, I wondered, was that the realest question that I've heard from him? And that was, are you chasing something I need to know about?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I felt that. Like
Yeah.
it ain't too many moments where I feel what people are saying on reality TV, but I felt that because she do seem like she chasing something, and I ain't mad at her.
Right.
You only got one life.
Now we know she was
So
chasing her
you
muscles.
if that's something on your bucket list,
Okay.
she went for it. I ain't mad at her.
I
I
don't know.
just think that I thought that was a legitimate question.
I thought it was a great question too. And what do you think about the men come out? Did anything interesting happen? The only thing that I can recall is Kieran was sticking by he would have done it again. Anybody else? Anything else from
Something
theirs?
socially awkward about him. Um,
Yeah, it's some eyebrows.
yeah, it's something socially awkward about him because if you
They seem
genuinely
to
are
move up
with
a
a
lot.
group of people, if you're genuinely with a group of people and these are associates or co-workers,
Uh-huh.
because I assume the men may get paid on this show. I don't know,
I think they
but
probably do.
since the requirement initially is married, I assume that the husbands get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the girl? I forgot the point I was trying to make.
He's awkward,
Oh yes, he
and they
awkward.
friends
If you
maybe.
genuinely in men, and this is an Indian man, he's all around these black men, and one of the black men are saying something you did hurt them. Like even if you think it's funny, how easy would it be not to laugh in their face? You know what I'm saying? You know how many things
Right.
in life you find funny about other people that really ain't funny, and you
Mm-hmm.
laugh at home. But
And he
why?
said he wouldn't take it back. He said it was
I didn't
funny.
understand why a grown man wouldn't be like, my dog,
My
my
bad.
bad dog,
Mhm.
and move on. I didn't understand why are they trying
He
to
just
make
gives
a
that look like,
point to be
yeah.
me. I don't understand it.
He
It
said he
doesn't
would
make
do it
sense.
again.
Yeah, he did. He thought it was funny. And if you just sit and think about them in a moving U-Haul Halloween thing, I mean, I can see how he might have thought that was funny. But when he saw that Eugene didn't think it was too funny, then maybe he should have adjusted. But that he couldn't really read him. That it's not like they were friends.
That's true
I
too.
just think it was so it would not be in bad taste if Toya and Eugene showed up
As
next
well.
Halloween as robbers.
No,
Nope, it wouldn't. I
Okay.
mean,
not. I guess not.
to
I
some
would.
of us it might be, but no, I get your point. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good point.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
And then another
he's
thing
a
was like
little awkward, but
Eugene was like, "We do move a lot. We do move a lot." I don't know. Could you
But
move
they can
that much?
afford it. I think these moves don't necessarily make sense to me, but it makes sense to them.
it made sense to me after she pulled out the receipts. I mean, if she really made $1 million profit, buy
Mhm.
a house. Okay.
And to me, I don't think it was stupid, even if all of those liens were correct and
Uh-huh.
you had a wash. Why would that be a bad thing?
But he
I was
actually said
thinking,
that. But Toya
what?
denies that. Toya, because she
Right.
said I would do it too if it was to get me out of debt. And Toya said we're not in debt. And I feel
Well,
like Toya,
I would hope she wouldn't admit it because that little pregnant chick trying to throw
Well,
her
for
business out there like
one,
that. That
I
wasn't cool.
always tell people if when we buy, anybody can get a lien against you.
Yeah.
All they have to do is file it in the court,
Mm-hmm.
and that lien will sit on your credit, sit there. And one day you need to do something, and they tell you
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 gotta
can't
pay
do
that
it
lien.
because you got a lien, and
Hmm.
you be like, "Well, who is this lien from?" I done had liens from even the city once. We had a lien. And when we applied for a house, we filled out a form. They got to prove that lien, and they could not. And we paid a
Mm-hmm.
quarter, nickel, or a dime for it.
See,
You like your water company. Oh, even worse, the sewer company can
Yeah.
put a lien against your house.
Hmm.
It's. I mean, literally, if I knew your address,
the
I
sewer.
could put a lien against your house
Yeah.
and saying that you owe me for a
You
service.
owe
That's
that. You
all
owe
it
stuff.
is.
Yeah. But I don't know. 7 seems a lot. I've never that seems a lot. Um,
I just think that God, you on the show for 2 minutes and you ran this kind of background check all because you didn't like an attorney joke. But again, you can't really predict how somebody's gonna respond
mhm.
when Toya made that joke. But dang, pregnant girl, what's her name? So I don't have to keep calling her pregnant girl.
Audrey,
Audra.
something
See,
is not right about it because it was all positive and profitable. Why was he so bothered by the costume?
I don't think that it just
maybe it was
got
an
people
ego
talking
thing.
about something that isn't necessary. It's just their business. Like I wouldn't find it funny either if it's not like these people moving to a homeless shelter. You know what I'm saying? They moving in another
I'm,
mini mansion down the street.
and I also feel like Eugene was kind of frustrated with work. He wanted to. I mean, he
Yeah.
had some stuff going on. He was working too
Hmm.
many hours. So that was probably messing with him too. One last thing, and then we're gonna let Tori wants to come in.
And I think the other men have enough tact not to do something like that.
Yeah,
Like
that's true
even
too.
if they have a respect enough for one another.
Yeah, and I like that. I don't
Karen
think
don't
there's
have
anything
no
wrong with that.
respect for Eugene. He don't wouldn't respect any of them because he's he's a fish out of water, if you want to be honest. And he must feel like that because now he wanted to play like he was finna buck up to Eugene. And I'm like, you better slow your roll.
We don't know.
I
Karen
was
might know
saying
some kung
something.
fu fighting. You don't know.
Who?
Kung Fu.
Karen.
I don't know. But can't. It's his
If you think
eyebrow for me
he
because
wouldn't
he
have been
always
by
looks like he's
himself, it ain't
purposely
that
being
much kung fu
shady.
fighting he would have had.
Yeah, he always looks like he's being shady to me because he'll always make his
I gotta
eyebrow
now
go
look
up.
at him. I
And
gotta
I
look at his
thought
eyebrows. What they do, Callie? Like
it goes up like, yeah, I thought it was funny and it kind of goes, and I'm like, is
I'm
he doing it
trying.
on purpose? I can't even explain it, but it moves when he's being shady.
I'm gonna have to start watching his eyebrows. So the last thing was heavily said that the producer that Carrie was at, because I kept saying, remember last week I was like, where was Carrie? Where's Carrie? So Carrie was at everything that they did, and Carrie said some shady stuff. But she said that the producers didn't like her or she didn't test well. Remember I said Diana from Beverly Hills probably didn't test well too, and so they
Mm-hmm.
just didn't show her. Isn't that crazy?
I why does she keep popping? Is she getting paid or they just don't want to pay her?
Maybe they don't want to pay her. They didn't show her a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but she said Carrie was at
I
everything.
mean, I remember that year with Sharice, how they
Mm-hmm.
exiled Sharice in a whole bunch of stuff, and she was at a whole. She be at
I
everybody's
didn't see her.
everything.
Yeah,
I feel bad for Carrie.
I
like
don't.
her.
Yeah, like
I
Tori,
do.
ma'am. How are you, Tori Ori? Can she hear me? Tori, Tori. Maybe she gone. Anything else?
Latoria, you're on mute. There she is,
Oh, she was on mute. Okay. We
or
can't
not?
hear you. I
Toya, it's
think
okay to speak. We won't hang up on you. Hmm.
I think her mic must not be working. Anything else that I missed though, y'all? Did we cover everything? Y'all think?
Mm-hmm. I think so. So is this it? They only have the two.
I think they have one more. Or
What
are
is
they
there to
done?
talk about on the
Because
third one?
the men are going to talk. Because remember, Eugene's going to say, "What
Oh,
do you have against us?"
oh,
And
that's right.
Quash,
That's right.
Oh
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I
I
forgot
hope
about
he.
that.
I hate to say that. I don't necessarily want a man to go after Quad because she's sitting all over there all alone.
Oh, and very
But
scared.
I wouldn't.
Yes, she
Somebody
does.
needs to pull her coattail.
Tori, keep
Hey,
trying. There you go. What you
can
got to
y'all
say,
hear me
Mama?
now?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
How y'all doing? Oh,
Good. How are you? You finna be
first of
bad.
all,
Talking
I
about how
want to
you do.
commend Quad.
Oh
Now,
God.
I just want to commend Quad for apologizing and for constantly letting people know he perpetuated, not lied, not make up, not fabricated, like Simone said on Watch What Happened Live with Andy. Perpetuated the rumor, meaning heard a rumor and kept it going. Thank you.
Oh, that's what
Next
she
thing,
said. She
heavy
didn't say
is
she
messy.
started it. Hold on, Tori. Can
No,
you hear
she
me?
did not. She said perpetuate more than once. She said about 4 or 5 times. So I don't know why Callie didn't hear
Hey,
that
don't
verse.
start. Don't you
And
start.
she
Don't
said,
you
I
start with me, little one.
apologize for
Don't even go
perpetuating
there. I got a lot of extra
rumor.
energy, and I will
She
tag
said,
you with
I
my words.
apologize
Okay.
for
Don't make
perpetuating
don't make me
a
pull the
rumor
Scorpio out on you. I'm
to
not a
hurt
Scorpio, but it
you.
sounds good. Okay.
I know you got to pick this. So Joy
Scorpio.
just watched it.
That's
So what
what
did
she
she say,
said.
Joy?
Who?
Did she say
Well, we both
perpetuate?
Aries, so we both passionate.
Yeah, they both cray.
Are
That's
you
all.
an Aries, Latoria?
Also,
Yes.
I just want to say,
Okay.
Joy, you really burns my bubble for always taking up for Toya. Like, it's like Toya can do whatever she wants better. It's
She done
a
burnt the bubble,
problem.
child.
I don't
Tell
care
me
the
what
time to
Toya this
plan and
season did to
execute.
Quad. Tell me what Toya did
The
to Quad.
point is, and let me finish. I don't
So
listen
you're
to
not
y'all.
gonna answer the question.
Let me finish. What Toya hasn't done the quad? Let's talking about the girl apartment.
Girl,
You don't
that
think
was
Quad wasn't
two
gonna get her back for
seasons
that?
ago.
But that's
That
what
was
Quad.
two seasons. So
That was
her
kind of where
saying
Quad was
she
getting her
wasn't
back
talking
for.
about her
Oh,
apartment.
but Miles quiet. Okay, it doesn't matter. Joy, what you don't realize
Who
is
quiet?
Joy. What you don't realize is Joy. What you don't realize
Tell me
is
what I don't
people don't
realize,
have to
girl.
clap back right then and there. It's called taking your time, planning, and then executing the plan. So
No.
you
Is that what it
clap
is?
back
And
That
maybe.
sounds like something you would
right
do, Callie, first
then
of
and
all.
there.
Okay.
I ain't hear a
Me
word
too.
she
And I
said.
love
I
who
heard
take their
order.
time and
That's it.
execute plan, like
I heard
Anila. It,
What now?
it was
Anila did what?
funny as hell. If it was anybody else, Eugene would have laughed. But because it was done,
You
You know,
I
breaking up,
your
but
phone
I
is
said
breaking
got
up
you.
because it ain't sure you about to
like
say something
Alita
right.
did with Toya. She didn't clap back right then and there. What she did was hit her with.
You went out, Tori.
So
Anisha didn't have
saying
nothing to
that
clap back
Quad
about at
sit up
all.
in her BS apartment, because that's all she said. And
That,
she
Medition.
yes,
that's
that
all
offended
she said.
Quad.
That then justifies her spreading a rumor that she is sleeping with somebody in the neighborhood, and she tried to set up a robbery of Anita, or she
Okay,
set
does
up
that
a robbery.
justify it? No, but we are talking about Quad. She that comment did offend Quad. She didn't. Don't be talking about her little mediocre townhome or whatever. She didn't like
She
that.
didn't
She
say mediocre. She said
okay,
BS apartment. She
Joy.
said you sitting up in that BS apartment running
Okay,
your
so
mouth.
BS
If
is
I
you
even
thought
want
she
to
worse
said
tell
than
the whole
little.
mediocre.
thing,
Joy,
huh?
I thought she said little.
I
No.
don't care
No,
what she
she
said.
said
My
that.
point is, she
Even
was
if she
offended,
said little,
girl.
Kind and
sitting up there in
equal.
that
Beef
BS
is not
apartment,
kind
it
and
was
beef is
talking
not
about
equal.
her in
Latoya, she just
quarantine,
ain't gonna listen
sitting
to
up
us,
in
is
that
she?
apartment on the internet, running off at the mouth with Heavenly. That's what
So,
it was about, because they did a live together. So it was
Quad and
really a
Heavenly.
ref.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
Quad and Heavenly did a thing together, and Quad was insinuating something crazy then, and they asked Toya to respond, and when she
But Toya does have
responded,
an attitude,
that's what
Joy.
it
Because
was.
I remember Toya and Lisa Nicole did an interview like together, and she was so mean to Lisa, and people just told Toya, if I was Lisa, I wouldn't be your friend. Because Toya just,
I
she's
didn't
like, well,
watch
what you
that, but I
doing?
heard about
Yeah,
that.
it was horrible. Toya can be a piece of work. She really can. But I don't. But I do, Tori, believe Quad did more this season to Toya than Toya did to Quad.
Well, well,
What do you think, Callie?
well, yeah. I mean, Quad was mean all season, and was the prettiest thing in the room while being mean. Okay,
The youngest and prettiest. I don't
and
need no
pretty.
filler, and
Right,
my butt is real.
right. I
Okay,
cannot be getting my words wrong. You're absolutely right.
you know
Mhm.
Joy gonna correct you. Okay.
She ain't had no fillers. It's all real. And
What?
congratulations,
Who is
Eugene, on
real?
your engagement.
Oh,
Mhm.
Tori. Uh, what's that child named Quad? I don't know. Okay, so would y'all want Quad to come back, or
Yes.
somebody was saying Phaedra could be coming back because she dates a doctor. Did y'all hear that?
No.
She coming back where?
She
They said
dates a
that
doctor?
Quad at
Is he like
BravoCon.
older or what kind of doctor?
I don't know. At BravoCon, she said they've been together for like 2 years.
What
She
if it's
dates the
that doctor
doctor.
that Cherie dated? Cherie Whitfield. Remember that doctor?
No,
The one Nene
Oh,
said, didn't we see you on the internet?
yeah.
I
He
don't
my
remember what he looked
Facebook
like.
friend. His
What?
name is Ty Muhammad.
Yeah,
That's his.
him. Wouldn't that be funny if that's who if that's who Phaedra was dating?
No,
But
he
I doubt.
married. He's married.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you're right.
Mhm.
I forgot
Okay.
about
Well, she dates, and so remember they said Andy said that he has plans for Phaedra.
for Phaedra. Okay.
And so I'm thinking it's either Dubai or Married to Medicine because I don't think she'll go back to Atlanta. That's just, I don't think so.
I don't know why she would save it.
Ain't
See
nothing
that,
wrong with Atlanta.
and
Y'all,
Atlanta needs some comic relief so bad. That's really what it's missing. Think about it. Who on there was funny? Who can you quote
Kenya was
other than
hilarious.
Marlo? Ooh, today drained me. What made you laugh? And that didn't even make me laugh until I heard it later.
I thought Kenya was funny a lot.
Kenya's always funny. I like Kenya. I wouldn't mind her doing something stupid like bringing the cookie lady back, that type of stuff. Hmm.
But yeah,
That's
but
hilarious.
so I'm thinking it could be Married to Medicine. So Tori can hear. She can't hear us now. I don't know. Tori,
Yes.
get your phone.
Hmm.
Both need 2 new phones. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Um. Do we have any hot topics before we get off? I can't think of anything. My mind's so bad.
So so they say that not Lisa, Diana has found the person who paid for the box and that she's waiting on Well, she's given authority to her attorneys to seek additional subpoenas to try and get that information out to the public.
But what she released today was nothing. All she really, I don't even know why this was pressed, because she released the name of the account, which just Garcelle already knew that because they sent it to her.
Right.
All they did was get the name that the thing was associated with.
Did
It
they
just
have that
wasn't.
at the reunion?
It's over.
I know. But no, what I said is, did they have that information while the reunion was
No, it
going?
was, yeah.
No. Okay.
Garcelle did.
Garcelle already had the account name?
Yeah, they text her son. It was just under, and it's a general
No, no,
name. It
no.
was like
Garcelle
all
didn't have
about
the
the
IP
tea or something.
address and the address in California, the details down to that size, right?
No,
Okay, so that's what Diane brought. She said she has the name, the address, the phone number, the IP address, and she
Oh,
just needs
really?
to. Yeah, she has all that. She just needs to get them to do whatever else the subpoena can do, so that she can now release that information. So she, it's
Oh.
we still waiting on the details, but she went into specifics of what she has.
Oh, where did y'all see this so I can go read? I missed it.
I put it in.
Did you put it in the group?
Yeah.
I'll go find it. Okay, I'll go look. I didn't see it. I don't know how I missed that because I be clicking on everything, I think. So Marsha says she thinks Phaedra will be good. She could give Heavenly a run for her money. I do agree. Or enjoy, you don't realize you're beefing.
Wait a minute.
objective is to take the person out, not to have the equal battle.
Wait a minute. So the last comment said they think that
Phaedra
could give Dr. Heavenly a run for her money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, definitely. I think that. Yeah, I mean, because we know Phaedra's good with the shade. She's not mean and hateful like Heavenly, though.
no. Well, no.
So
That's
I think
because
that
she
would be
never
wrong.
curves. She gets personal, but even her personal is funny.
Yeah.
Like she would never say, "You, Todd is your sugar baby." She'll say, "Well, I hope Candy gives him his allowance today."
Yeah.
That's how she would say it.
Yeah.
She isn't the bold type. To me, when we were having that debate a while ago about the categories of shade and good shade, that's the kind of stuff that I mean. The kind of stuff that really does make you laugh out loud because it's creative. It's easy to say you ugly, and then it's another thing to say, whew, my eyes are just, whatever.
Like Candace does that kind of shade sometimes, not often. Candace, but I think she gets funny shade sometimes.
I just think that Dr. Heavenly would get too personal and hurtful.
And Phaedra, I don't want Phaedra in that.
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, because she's definitely, I don't think she.
I hope that he does put Phaedra to work, but I know when he realized that, I knew that Ultimate Girls Trip, after watching the first episode, they weighed heavily on her. In those, she made her confessionals made very dull situations funny.
They helped it out.
And that is a craft. It is.
Wait a minute, you broke out. Her confessionals did what?
I think it's a craft.
That made dull situations funny.
It's funny. She even made dull situations funny. Mm-hmm. And I do think that Candace has that ability. She just doesn't know how to not be mean.
I think Candace would be good at it. She just needs some little honing. Do you think Contessa manhandle Scott in the bedroom? Maybe she might make it up, flipping and rub it down. No.
Yes, I think that she does.
Well, they do.
He loves telling you every bit of it.
Okay. They seem like the most normal, loving couple. The pictures like that her husband posts and videos, the short video, they be going always dressed alike, like sharp, coordinated. He always dote on her.
Was that the same way the first season they were on?
I don't know, but I know since. But I know we were friends before the issues in the marriage. We were Facebook friends before that because
Oh,
I was confused when watching the show because they could be posted like a wedding that they went to the weekend for, and I know that people fake for the pictures
the
on it,
camera. Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks so good. Like they
I
be
need
on a boat rides and they have fun together.
why is my work phone ringing?
They
I don't.
look like they are very happy.
What do y'all think about? I don't know anything about Shirley Strawberry husband. Have y'all heard about this and some fraud? I don't know anything
No.
about it.
What happened?
Shirley Strawberry on Steve Harvey husband got locked up for fraud. I don't know who he is.
Mm.
No.
That's horrible. And then Scott's gonna rap. I want y'all to know that he's gonna be the next Drake
I
on
saw
the
that. Can somebody please stop that from happening on public television? That's all I got to say.
not public, but not
Mhm.
on your cable. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Is there
Mhm.
anything
Why?
else?
I'm like, why? I'm
Not
like,
with him.
it ain't even relevant to them
I
catching
put your
him
mind
on
at
tape
ease.
rapping or something. Like, what's the relevant?
Couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. Oh, and then y'all saw the Amigos
Yeah.
takeoff got
Yes, I
killed.
didn't even know who he was.
You
So
didn't
when
know who
you,
he was?
I have no idea. No, I just know Offset. That's the only one I
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Quavo and
Quavo and Offset. I didn't know the
mhm.
other
And
one.
takeoff. And so
And
now that he's
they said
gone,
he's the talent.
yeah, he said he was the
Takeoff is.
producer.
Yeah, the guy
Hmm.
who died, he was the guy. He was the talent.
And they had just kicked Cardi's husband off the group, out the group. Did y'all know that?
What?
Oh no, I
Oh yeah,
didn't know
so
that.
the group broke up a while ago, allegedly because Offset slept with Quavo's girlfriend, Sweetie.
Who the heck?
Y'all know
Swati?
Sweetie,
Oh,
Swati?
that
from
rapper
Love
chick.
and Hip Hop.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Is
yeah.
she from there?
No, Swati.
The
SAWTTE.
rapper chick,
Yeah, no, it's a different girl. But okay. I didn't know he was
Sweetie.
with her. Is it Sweet Tay? I always call her
Sweetie.
Swati.
Wait a minute, you didn't know who was with her?
I didn't know that he was with Sweetie.
Quavo.
Yeah.
So does that mean you haven't seen the fight with them in the elevator? And no,
I
I
thought
don't
they
mean
broke
Jay Z.
up.
No, well, this was
Oh, it's when they were together. Is that what you're
it's
saying?
all.
Gotcha. I get you now.
Mhm.
This is a hot mess, but I hate that. We're gonna pray for them and that family. But Quavo and him Takeoff are cousins, right? Or something like that.
Right, and Offset is the uncle. I mean, so they are really family.
Oh my God, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and so
I
they
didn't
broke.
know they were relatives.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
I didn't
blood
know.
relatives. And
Oh wow.
so they broke up recently after all the cheating allegations with Quavo and the
Wait a minute.
Offset.
You talking about Cardi B husband?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
like
Not to somebody
recent?
else.
Well, that's why they broke up the group.
I don't know. I don't
Allegedly.
even feel comfortable talking about Cardi B. Let's talk about
I know,
something
right? Because
else.
I
Cardi
said
B
allegedly. You see me
would
say that
pay
real
somebody
fast.
5,000 to beat you up and then sue you for
I don't
4 million.
even want to talk
Allegedly.
about her.
Look, because
Yeah.
I got a negative. Look,
Look,
what's her name? Tasha K. I got a negative $1,000 with you, Tasha K. She
Because
did not.
you know what? Okay. Because I'm Team Nikki, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shut up. Okay. But yeah, so it's alleged that he cheated with Quavo's sweetie pie while he was married to Cardi B. So they broke up. It was just Takeoff and Quavo, and now Takeoff is gone on.
And his
And so it's
uncle?
really sad.
Yeah, they said it's a video out there of it. I don't
No,
know.
Saw
I don't
it.
need to
Yeah,
watch it. I'm not watching that.
I saw it. I was gonna
It
post
says,
that.
yeah, but they are family. Quavo's uncle take off his nephew. And yeah, that's what we were saying.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know they were blood relatives. That's sad.
Hmm.
That's
Ooh, let's pray
that's
for
a
them. And he was
sad day for their
28, y'all.
family.
Could you imagine?
This baby. Yep. I mean, not a baby.
Anything else? Hey, Jordan, I think I hear you, girl. What you doing? Wait,
My Jordan.
did I just hear her?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dang it. I thought I.
I
Hi.
don't know if y'all going to the polls on Tuesday. We don't see you again. Please go to the polls on Tuesday. I ain't
Right.
gonna tell you who to vote for, but if you ever believe in the Constitution, even a little bit,
Did y'all like
vote blue. Okay,
Vote,
go ahead.
yeah.
did y'all like the pastor's
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
sermon on Herschel?
Mm-hmm.
Jamal
Walker.
Bryant.
Jamal got it in, honey.
He
Giselle
did.
shared it on her
When I
story.
saw that, I said, "This why she drove back."
Yeah,
Because
that's
he was
why she
cheating.
drove back.
Right.
Okay.
Looks like she
Yeah, I
did a
can see that.
drive back. I get
You
it.
go back to that. Yeah. I can
Um,
see.
I
I
and
can,
when I finished watching it, I said, "Dang, why he can't get it right?"
I
Giselle
know.
was, I was just like, "Dang," because Giselle, I can honestly, I don't think Giselle ready to leave Baltimore just yet, though, because
Hmm.
my prediction is they gonna get back together as soon as she finished with this show,
Or when the girls go to school. What do
maybe
you think?
because I do think it's something there. And when she met him, he
So,
wasn't a
so what?
superstar like
I'm not
that.
gonna be nosing. That's what you
so
vote.
what would you do if what do you think she would do
I
if
vote
Sherman
Shirley.
stepped back into the picture?
No,
So then you well no, I mean, and then you got Sherman and Pastor both on their own little world trying to hook up
no.
with Giselle. Who you think Giselle would take?
Dr. Pastor
I
Jamal
think it
Bryant.
would be Jamal Bryant.
I do
I
too.
think there's something there. And I think that had
I
she
don't
not
know.
been on TV, they would be
Uh-huh.
married right
Do you
now.
think that she could ever trust him again? Like
No.
I
No.
couldn't.
I when I looked at I'm gonna be honest with you. I told y'all I think what I thought happened. Did I tell y'all?
I don't remember.
Okay, so the reunion that year was filmed like at the end of May or the first. No,
Oh, you did tell us. Yeah,
it
yeah,
was like in June.
yeah. Hmm.
They started filming, and Giselle announced that there was a picture of Giselle and her husband at a concert, like Kevin
Hmm.
Hart or
At
something. I think
a
it
comedy
was.
show. Hmm.
Yeah, it was at a comedy show. And because of that, people start asking her, I heard you're dating Jamal. And I think she said yes. Well, we didn't see that until um August. Well, that particular year, when they filmed it, it opened up and they started filming in August. This is the year that Monique and what's her name get into a fight. They actually started filming in August. We knew that because of Candace's wedding day. That's how
Uh-huh.
we absolutely know she was having a rehearsal party. That's how the season opens. That's how we knew about the time frame to make this try to make this short because we going
You
down a
know,
rabbit hole.
Dr.
Right,
Jordan
right. And
PhD is
I'm going down a
okay.
rabbit hole. I'm
She
thinking
can
about a lot of
pre-PhD
things.
us, honey.
To be specific, when they started filming in August, those text messages were from August. The lady herself admits that they basically hooked up, is basically what she said.
Right.
She met him somewhere in August and they hooked up. And she also did admit this. That was the last time she spoke with him. And they
And
had
Drew
not been,
confirmed it. Drew said
yes.
she saw
So
him
they
on
had
the
not been in
plane.
contact. If
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
watch that season, depending on how you look at it, when the only scene that they filmed together when Jamal and um Giselle was in a car and they were driving.
Hmm.
Mhm.
You know how as adults you have that conversation of what we doing? Like, are you my boyfriend? Can I
Hmm.
give you a title? When they were driving in that car, she was saying, well, what do you think? What are we doing? Do you see us? Like, in
Yeah, I
my
remember that
opinion,
scene.
if that was a real conversation, from
Hmm.
that day forward was the day that their relationship began.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think they
that's
get
how
kind
I
of
see.
exclusive.
Huh? Right.
Kind of exclusive.
That was like the exclusive
Yeah.
conversation. She was like, so what are we doing? To me, anything that he had done before that wouldn't have bothered me. I wish that she could have said that though, because I really do believe that's true. Either that scene was straight up fake, which I don't believe it was. They didn't make their thing exclusive until, I mean, he telling you, okay, if this is just me and you, if you got a chick, that's the day you say you block them or you
Yeah.
tell them.
I
However
don't know
you
why
want to
Giselle was shocked because Monique said she was gonna bring the information
and she
See,
couldn't have been right. She actually said that she
on
had a
Watch What
whole
Happens Live.
binder of
She
stuff
said it on it. Watch.
on
Mhm.
Watch What's Happening
She
Live.
said
And
it.
on Watch What's Happening Live, she said he had a mistress. We
Yeah.
talked about it in these
So
groups
I don't know. I
because
think it was Karen that threw her off. Karen and kind of alley ooping to Monique. I
yeah,
think threw Giselle off a little bit.
it was probably the baby allegation
Mm-hmm.
because that definitely. Remember, she said, "Does he fathered another child?"
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was. So I think that she probably was, but she couldn't have been surprised by that. And I absolutely believe if you, unless you're under the assumption that she fakes her scenes, which is plausible in reality TV, that's what I believe. And
I don't know. I don't think I could trust him again though.
and
Like I
she
couldn't
spoke too
trust
soon.
Martell Hope. I can't trust Jamal Bryant, but he could preach to me, and we might could do some things for a little change because he got money. Other than that,
Okay.
but we ain't gonna be
The
exclusive.
pastor.
Do you think he's not doing some things for a little change right now?
I mean, I don't know.
He ain't married.
I don't know why I like him, but
He's not married.
he
He got
is
needs.
dynamic.
That man
Yes, I
got
like him.
needs, and he not married. He doing
I
something.
mean, I know. I mean, I mean, he ain't. I got it.
And he
I
should
mean,
be doing
we
Giselle because
know
they
that for a
married
fact
still.
because
No, you
according
didn't say he
Giselle
should be
had
doing
no
Giselle.
problem saying what she did.
Well, he should be. They still married, so it would be okay if he was still doing
Actually,
Giselle.
you're right.
Yeah.
That's his only wife. You ain't lying.
Yeah, he could still be
ain't
doing
lying.
her. Well, we so bad, Giselle. We love you. I like everybody in Potomac though. I really do. But anyway, anything else, ladies? I was gonna say something, but you know my door kicked in and I didn't write it down.
Okay. No, nothing else from me.
Okay. I remember once we get off and text y'all and be like, y'all, guess what I didn't say? But I can't. All right. So when we coming back, y'all?
Whenever.
Sunday?
Well, what's on now? What is there to do? Oh, Sunday or Monday, I guess. With
we have Huntsville.
Huntsville. Okay, is that it?
And then Married to Medicine and Potomac is Sunday.
Okay, so we can do Monday if y'all free, or Saturday
You
night.
want to do all three of them Monday, or do you want to do one
Are
Sunday?
y'all off on Tuesday?
What's Tuesday?
Election day.
They don't close for election day.
Oh, my job do.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people leave early or they shut down.
Yeah, I mean, we could do Tuesday. It's up to y'all. Just let me know.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay.
We can do Monday.
But do y'all not want to do Sunday for Saturday's Huntsville, or y'all want to do everything Monday? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know about 3.
It's
on
hard
one
to
day.
do 3. Yeah.
Because we might be a long-winded day on one story and
Like now, we should be off talking to each other. We just still on.
Well, show we don't like. We show talking about it for
I
hours.
know, right? So let's do Huntsville Sunday
or Saturday night if y'all bored. Okay.
Okay. All right, y'all ready to go
night
night?
All right.
Peace.
Bye. Peace out.